Hello, my lovely butterfly. Today I wanted to do a different type of video for my channel. I felt called and inspired to make this video, so here I am, and I hope you enjoy it. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And I think this will turn into a series, perhaps. Let me know if you're interested. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. That way I will create more videos for this series. Okay, so this series is going to be called Empaths Be Like. And in case you've never heard of the term empath, it's basically a label. I don't like labels, but I feel like this is the only way I can get my point across about my personality and why I am the way I am. So an empath is a person who is very deep feeling and feels the pain of others very deeply, as well as their own pain very deeply. It's very sensitive to other people's energies and other people's judgments and opinions, and feels for everyone, usually feels for creatures as well, for nature. Is a person that is very in tune with their own feelings, and most of us suffer from some type of mental illness, whether it's depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or anything along those lines. Personally, I suffered depression for many years. It was very chronic, very severe. And 3 years ago, I decided to go to Peru to participate in 4 ayahuasca ceremonies, because at that point, I was so deep in the rabbit hole, in the abyss, in my darkness, that I felt that I needed something to shake me. I felt that I needed something to, in a sense, bring me back to life. And I feel that that is precisely what ayahuasca did for me. And I am not saying that everyone needs to do this. I always make that disclaimer. I feel that there are many roads that lead to the same type of liberation that I have achieved. Although when it comes to mental illness, it comes in waves, and I can speak for myself that depression for me has come in waves, and when I get stuck, I feel that there's no way out, and it's very disturbing. It's very hard to get out of it. Thankfully, now I have learned what works for me and what helps me get out of the rut. For me personally, I hear music that is healing to my soul. I journal, I craft, I usually go into my hermit stage, where it's like I stay away from people and just try to protect my space as much as possible, because since I am such a deep feeling person, I tend to absorb other people's energy and other people's pain, and then it's hard for me to decipher what is my own and what belongs to someone else. Now, the reason why I felt compelled to make this video is because I know that a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know are suffering right now, and I feel like there's a lot of chaos happening in the world, which breaks my heart every time you scroll through Facebook or you turn on your television. There's always something negative happening somewhere. It seems like every country is experiencing some sort of social, political crisis. And it seems like the people are just dividing more instead of becoming more united, I guess. But I know there's a lot of social justice warriors out there, and I include myself in this, and I try my best to contribute to the how do I put this? I try my best to contribute to love and unity, and I believe wholeheartedly that we are all one, and that it is necessary at this point in time that we be more united than ever. But as I said before, I know a lot of you are suffering, and a lot of you may be experiencing more depression than ever, more anxiety than ever. And I just want you to know that you aren't crazy, that your feelings are valid, that you are loved, and that instead of repressing your emotions, just to feel them deeply. And I know it is difficult, I know it hurts, I know it's painful, but in order for us to move into the next phase of humanity, we must feel all of this, because it is collective. The pain that we feel is collective. We're all experiencing some sort of mental illness, some sort of loneliness, some sort of inner chaos. And believe me when I tell you that we are all feeling it. And especially if you're an empath, you're probably feeling it at a deeper level than anyone else. So just allow the feelings to be, and just let them move through you so that they can transform into more feelings of serenity and peace and inner joy and tranquility. I think it's important that instead of distracting ourselves with social media, television, sex, alcohol, drugs, anything that you use to stimulate yourself and to disconnect from your inner world, I think it's important for us to reconnect with our inner world at this point in time. It's important for us to feel, to be, and to be the greatest expression of ourselves. And that is why I always say fly free butterfly, because the butterfly is in a constant stage of morphing, of transforming, of evolving. And as humans, I believe that is why we're here. So for me, these past 3 years now, after my ayahuasca experience, I feel that I have been evolving, maturing, growing at an alarming rate than I ever did before. But then at the same time, I also feel much more disconnected with people. And I care for people deeply. I do. I care for the world. I care for all the environmental chaos that is happening right now with pollution, global warming, all those sorts of things. And I feel kind of helpless because I'm just this little person over here trying to make all these radical changes. And I feel that I don't know what else I need to do. And suddenly when I get those moments of light, I hear my inner wisdom telling me that I just need to be, and I just need to be the pioneer, set an example for others, and be the light in the moments of darkness. And I feel that that really is why, why we're here. But just remember that collectively, we're all feeling loads of pain. Environmentally, socially, politically, everything is out of control. And before we can shift into the next phase of humanity, everything must break down. And I know this is part of it. But we are here, social justice warriors, coming together to shed hope and love and joy. So if this resonates with you, just know that you are not alone, okay? You're not alone. You are loved. You are part of the grand masterpiece of God, of the universe. And just know that we're all in this together. And remember, fly free, butterfly.